YouTube is an app that facilitates in solving a lot of questions and also providing vast information on a lot of subject matters that interest you, okay? And also we have a lot of people from different African countries that are interested in on YouTube. But today we're going to discuss about African countries with the highest YouTube users in Africa, okay? Guess what? Is it Nigeria, South Africa, or Ghana that has the highest users of YouTubers or YouTube users in Africa? Let's go. All right, there you have it. These are African countries with the most internet users, okay? So we have Egypt with 44.7 million users, and then Nigeria being the second place having 28.5 million users. That is a huge margin here. So that means Egyptians actually love YouTube. Glad you guys are enjoying YouTube too. I hope I have a lot of Egyptian friends under my comment section, and also a lot of Egyptians who follows me too. And also Nigerian being number second, have 28.5 million users too is cool, and it's much crazy too. I hope a lot of Nigerians also join my page, and also let's have fun and discuss more of African news too. Coming down to South Africa being at the third place with 25.1 million users too is not bad. I'm also a big fan of South Africans too, and I enjoy you guys a lot too. Your Amapiano is sick in the world too. I hope I get a lot of South Africans on my YouTube page too. Coming down to Kenya, but this thing I want to talk about here is Morocco having 21.2 million users. That is the fifth on this list, okay? And then the sixth on the list is Kenya with 9.7 million. That is so much margin. So if Kenya and the sixth country have 9.7 million users, imagine the rest of the African countries. So how much actually are Ghanaians using YouTube? Do you guys even reach a million? Because Kenya with about 60 million people have these figures on YouTube, then Ghana is way nowhere near on YouTube here too. So if you're Ghanaian and you're using YouTube or you're a creator on YouTube, you should actually know your audience market well and know how you strategize yourself on this YouTube business, okay? You should know much better about this. And their source was Data Reportal, right? That's Data Reportal. You all knows how come Egypt and Nigeria are up here too. These guys love researching. These guys love learning. South Africans too. These guys actually, YouTube is the best place for you to know a lot about things in the world right now. It's the easiest way to also go about a lot of things that you don't know about. I fell in love with on YouTube when I got myself a gadget and I knew nothing about how to use it, and I just hop on YouTube, search a gadget name and how to this, and then they gave me a vast information, a vast things that I needed for that thing to be used, and I watched 1 or 2 videos and I was able to use it. And since then, I love YouTube, and I'm here to be part of the YouTube business too. Okay, so that's how come I became a YouTuber. I just love everything about YouTube. It's one of the best apps in the world right now that we need to cherish it and also be applause and be happy that we have this in our time, okay? That's all it. All right, so as this post was shared, this Ugandan came in and says, here, I support Nigerian. Those guys have turned it into a drama center. Well, that's so true. Most of the Nigerian YouTube accounts are crazy, okay? These guys are fun to watch. From Afrobeat discussions to political discussions to movie discussions or to movie itself, premiering, and also a lot of funny aspects and good contents too are being shared on Nigeria. So the Nigerian comedy is top notch. Nobody's taking that away from them. From Archangel comedy to a lot of comments. Should I say comedy people are on YouTube that are really actually doing great work for Nigeria too. So basically, this Ugandan is saying that he's here to support Nigeria because Nigeria actually are the best on YouTube business for him. And I agree to that also. I actually agree to that. Nigerians are really, really working and doing their most on YouTube, okay? Big ups to Nigeria though. All right, this guy also came in and says, Ghana has no internet service. That is why they can't even make it here. Shit. Yo, no need to be rude here. You don't need to be rude on the internet like that. You guys have the numbers. Now you have about 20 million plus people, and you are saying this to. This is not fair. This is not fair. I know Ghana and Nigeria, you have this kind of conversation, but this is not fair. Okay, no need to say that to Ghanaians though. No need to say that. Why are you saying that? But Ghanaians, you guys have to do better now. Get on your YouTube and subscribe more. You guys can't afford the YouTube. We all know YouTube actually takes a lot of data, but this is not fair. Huh? This is not fair. No need to bring the Ghana Nigeria banter here. Come on. Everywhere people want to carry this thing go. Everywhere people want to carry this thing go. Don't be here. Huh? Well, again, this one also came in and says, if you look at the users to population ratio, South Africa is leading. Nigeria has a big population, but their YouTube users are close to South African users. The difference is only about 300K. Well, this is from a South African though. Man is saying that if you look at the users population, you will see that South Africa are actually leading, because South Africa have about 65 million people and also have about 25 million YouTubers, and Nigeria having almost 200 million plus people and having how many 28 million people. That means South Africa are actually close to Nigeria, and man is saying that we just a higher population than South Africa with just 300k. Bro, 300,000 people is not just, man. That's huge still. But yeah, based on the population of South Africa and Nigeria and their users, you can say that South Africa has actually tried and are doing so well on the YouTube business or being on YouTube. That one I'll give you to that, because 60 million plus people having about 25 million people on YouTube is not bad. That's huge. You guys are actually doing great on that one too. I respect that too. I respect that a lot. Well, in account of this debate, this guy came in and shared about what he thinks should be the ranking should be. Okay, he says African countries with the most YouTube users, percentage per population. Okay, so this one did it his own percentage per the population. So he says Egypt have 39.7%. Okay, so we all know Egypt have about 100 million people, and also they have 44 million people using the YouTube right now. So that makes them 39.7 million, 39.7%. Number two is Nigeria having 12.7%, because Nigeria have a population of about 200 million people, and also only 28 million people are on YouTube, to make them 12.7%, and that shows about Nigeria. Number three is South Africa. They have 65 million people as a population, and then they have 41.6 million. They have 25 million people using the YouTube, so that makes them 41.6% on his list. Okay. Number four, we had Algeria. Algeria having 50%, because Algeria no population and the number of YouTubers are not bad too. And number five, Morocco having 56.7%, and lastly Kenya having 70.8% based on their population. So based on this population list, you can say that Morocco are actually leading with the highest YouTubers, coming down to Algeria, then down to South Africa, then to Egypt, then down to Kenya, and lastly Nigeria being last on the YouTube based on population per person. Well, that's true though. That's so true about this. There's no lies here. But as they are saying, the highest number of users, and Nigeria having 28 million people, that makes them second on the list of most people on YouTube right now. And that you can take that away from them too. So this is entertainment news in a bit, and I was here to share with you guys the highest numbers of Africans on YouTube right now, and now you know where your country stands. I know there was no Ghana in here, but Ghanaians are actually not doing bad on YouTube too. Kenyans as well, but so the list came in and says that Africa's country with the most YouTubers users, and then you have Egypt number one with 44.7 million users. Number two, Nigeria, 28.5 million users. Number three, South Africa, 25.1 million users. Number four, Algeria, 22.8 million users. Number five, Morocco, 21.2 million users. Kenya being number six, or lastly on the position, having 9.7 million users. So there you have it. These are the number of people using on the internet. So if you're an YouTuber, if you are an YouTuber from Africa and you want to venture into any content, you should know your target audience. These are the people or the African countries that are mostly on YouTube, so you should know how to use your audience to get into your favor. Okay, once without share say, and YouTube is one of my favorite app, and I'm here to share with you guys this. See you guys around.